Today, Strongsville native Mackenzie Shirilla will be sentenced. The 19-year-old was found guilty last week of intentionally crashing her car, killing 2 people.
Our Kiara Cotton is joining us live now with details and what we are expecting later today. Kiara, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. That car crash took place in July of last year and killed Shirilla's 2 passengers, her boyfriend, 20-year-old Dominic Russo, and his friend, 19-year-old Davion Flanagan. Now, prosecutors say Shirilla was driving around 100 miles per hour when they say she purposely crashed her car into a building. A judge found Shirilla guilty of multiple charges last week, including murder, felonious assault, and aggravated vehicular homicide. Now, throughout the trial, Shirilla was often seen crying and covering her mouth, but the judge who decided her fate remained firm.
Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
Frank Russo, one of the victims' dad, told NBC that despite his family's loss, he says he doesn't want to see Shirilla spend her life in prison. He says she was just a kid that did a stupid thing and that he wishes there was a way she could get some kind of help or treatment. Now, Shirilla, who is now 19, faces a maximum sentence of life in prison with the eligibility of parole after 32 years. Now, that sentencing is expected today at 1 p.m. We'll have the latest both on air and online. Carmen.
Okay, Kiara Cotton reporting live for us. Kiara, we know that we will continue to develop this story, of course, and report any new details that we find out later on this afternoon. Kiara, thank you.
Welcome to Political Not Correct Show. I'm your host, Carnation, and this story that, I know y'all saw the thumbnail, but this story I want to talk about is like really, it's like a tragedy. Like, I don't know if y'all been following this Mackenzie Shirilla story. Like, basically, like, it's a young 19-year-old teenage girl who has been sentenced to 15 years to life. I think they said that like after each 15 years, then she'd be eligible for parole. But she basically was it was her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's friend was in a car accident, and they pretty much just realized that she killed him. She killed him, and the boyfriend friend was collateral damage. So pretty much like she drove like she was driving 100 miles per hour into a damn wall, and when ambulance and police found them, the boyfriend and his friend was dead, and she was unconscious. I guess they must have like literally found out that she was looking up ways to looking up ways on that route through her laptop or her phone, and looking at ways to get rid of him. Because initially, like, it wasn't going to be no murder case. It was just like, I guess, like vehicle manslaughter, but they decided it was murder because they found more evidence on her phone about her looking up ways like for how she could survive a crash. And I'm just like, damn. And it's come to realize they had a tumultuous relationship. Then just break up with him, girl. Like, yo, wow. Like, first and foremost, rest in peace to those 2 young men. Like, 19. Yo, it's crazy. Me, I'm 39 right now, and I like, damn, I got a lot more years to live. And imagine 19, losing your life at 19. Imagine the parents got to go through all that stuff. And I was following the case, until the end, and I was just so amazed. Like, even watching, when you're watching the evidence now. For anybody that's following the case, and if you saw her crying, she's a 19-year-old girl. I mean, I'm sure. Listen, and she said she didn't mean to kill them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be very. And I'm not like not trying to take like these 2 young men dead seriously. But this is what I mean when I said about sometimes we make the stupidest decisions. When we're young and we live to regret it, and especially when you can't control your emotions. This is why I am a firm believer in everybody. You have to control your emotions. You have to learn how to deal with your emotions and not let your emotions deal with you. It's just something that I live by. Control yourself. Try your best to control yourself. If you're a person that's extra sensitive, trying to be around sensitive things, trying to say sensitive things, try to just get rid of that. It takes work. It takes work. Not only does it take work for you to do it, it takes a lot of work for you to recognize it and realize it before it's too late. A lot of people will know they like this and don't want to do nothing about it, but then want the world to handle them a certain way, which is not fair. It's just totally not fair. And I think she didn't. She just made oh my God, Jesus! 19 years old. All three of them. Two guys two young men lost their life, and her life is done. Done. 19, young girl. Jesus. And it's just. I'm just making this video to inform you guys. Check out this story. This is. I'm gonna put it I'll put the link in the description, but it's horrifying on both sides to see once again, young relationships sometimes end so bad, because I've seen it growing up too, where you see people do stuff to the other party, and next thing you know, that party never lived to regret it. Like I had a friend when I was younger. He happened to go to jail for 12 years because him and some girl broke up, and she decided to she didn't like that, so she got somebody to jump him, and he defended himself, and he's this is New York in the 2000s, and he shot him. He shot the dude, on the she sent him. Dude dead. He went to jail for 12 years. He's doing good for himself right now, but he lost 12 years of his life. And I seen another case where I wasn't friends with the dude or the girl, but I remember another case growing up where it was a girl and a guy. The girl didn't want to be with the guy anymore. The guy couldn't handle it. Did some stupid nonsense stuff. He ended up going to jail, rightfully so, for doing nonsense stuff, because he wasn't able to control the damn emotion. She don't want to be with you, my man. Let it go. Walk away. Walk away. Same thing. Young girl, just Jesus Christ. Your life is over. Your parents are going to have to mourn, all this type of stuff. It is a sad case of and they also did find drugs in their system, but it's also looked like the way the case was going on, that they was even saying that she made sure to get them high purposely. That was the craziest part. I'm not, hold up, what? This is she really premeditated all of this. So that's why I understand if you guys comment and y'all no, I don't feel sorry for her. I can understand that. I'm just looking at the age part, damn, 19 and your life is done. But it's a quick video about the Mackenzie Shirilla story. Guys, look it up. This story is wild. Go back and watch the case. It is wild. Even her parents was kind of yo, come on, man. You got to have some. I get it. That's your daughter. You got to fight for your daughter, thinking through. But these two young boys died. The parents sound like they were just more concerned about their daughter than the two guys that died. It was just damn, this is horrible. And guys, comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. We only 10 subscribers away from 1,500 guys. Let's do this. Let's do this by the end of the week. Like the video, share the video, because I want you guys to really look at, maybe anybody watching this going through something similar, male or female, this could be a story that you can probably look at it, learn from it. So you know what? Let me take myself back from the situation I'm in right now and think and don't act off my emotions. All right, guys, it's Coronations, Political Not Correct Show. I'll holla.